Hello and welcome back to another episode of Twisted Iron Projects. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, gained a couple pounds, I know I did. But now we are into December. So some of you may be scratching your heads trying to think of last minute gifts to give your family and friends. I hope that today's video gives you guys a little bit of a helping hand, because today we'll be making a simple Christmas tree ornament, an iron icicle. So if you want to see how I made that, make sure to stick around. Today's video is a really simple one, pretty easy to do. All you really need is a 4-inch long piece of 1/4-inch round bar. You could start this off with square bar, but round bar is cheaper, so that's what I have on hand, so that's what I went with. So because I'm using round bar, I'm going to turn it to square by lightly hitting 4 sides of it, flattening out the rounded sections, forming a square. Like a lot of the projects that I do on this lighter material, such as 1/4-inch, you don't really have to hit it very hard to get it to do what you want, especially seems how we're just flattening out 4 sides of it. Light hammer blows, try to keep them even, and you'll end up with a good piece of square bar. Once it starts getting down to this duller red blackish heat, you'll want to just kind of touch it up to remove some of your hammer marks, some of your deeper indentations, and so on. Just kind of refines it a little bit. We're going to keep doing this process until you get a good piece of 1/4-inch square bar. Now, if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed yet and you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. If you guys are also on alternative social media, check out Rumble. I've got a channel on there as well, Twisted Iron Projects. Thank you. Here I am prepping for the next stage of the process, which is going to be drawing one end of it out into a tapered point, a square point. I've already gone over this a couple times in my channel, but to touch up on it again quickly for those of you who may be new, when you are creating a square taper, you'll hit it with your hammer at a slight angle, kind of brushing away from the material. And that'll force some of the material that's towards your hand back up into the square bar and lengthen out the part that's away from you. And it'll bring that down into a nice gentle taper. And we want that to be a fairly decent point. So we're going to keep working on that, refine it. I don't want this to be an even taper all the way up to the rear. This is just kind of my take on the iron icicle. I just want the tapered point to be a small section, maybe 1/2 inch long, down at the one end. You choose how you want to do it. If you want to taper it all the way up, go ahead and taper it all the way up. It all comes to personal preference here. And I have found that it does make it easier to do these tapers at the edge of your anvil. So keep that in mind so you don't end up striking your anvil on accident. Now we move on to the twisting part, and we're almost done with this project. It's real simple. Try to evenly heat the material, and then put it in your vise or whatever you have to secure it, using some way of turning it. I'm using a crescent wrench in this case. I'm just going to give it 3-fold twist fairly rapidly. I want a fairly tight, good looking twist into this, and that's pretty much about it right there for the twisting. Very simple. Heat the metal, secure it, twist it. Now, unfortunately, when you twist material, a lot of times it ends up kind of bending one way or another that you may not want it to. And so what I do is I have this wood stump here and a wooden mallet, and I just simply, while it's still nice and hot, black heat right now, I try to straighten it out with that wooden mallet, that way I'm not flattening out my twist, kind of doing away with the actual definition of the twist. So use the wooden mallet on a wooden stump, straightens it very well, and still keeps your definition and design in there. Then I'm just going to touch it up with a wire brush, clean it off real good, put my touch mark, drill a hole in one side of it, add a string, and there you have it, a Christmas ornament iron icicle. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay classy, party on.